Joe here with the Rideshare Guy, and today we're going to go over the requirements to become an Uber driver. Becoming an Uber driver is a pretty straightforward and simple process. There are certain age requirements, vehicle requirements, you have to pass a background check, but let's jump into the first requirement, which is the age requirement. In order to become a driver, you must meet the minimum age as required by your particular city. This could vary by city. Typically, it's 21 years of age or older, and you have to have at least 3 years of U.S. driving experience. Or you can be 23 years of age or older with only 1 or more years of U.S. driving experience. Alright, some other requirements. You must have an in-state driver's license. You need to have in-state personal auto insurance, and your name must be listed on the insurance card. And if you do want to go above and beyond with something much safer and smarter than personal insurance, you can actually go with commercial insurance. And your car needs to be registered in-state, but it does not need to have your name on it. Now for the background check requirements. You will need a clean driving record, and you'll need to provide your social security number to process the background check. The company that processes the checks is called Checker. And if you have any problems with the background check, you can email them or call them. Alright, and as far as the specifics of the background check, it will look over your past 7 years and make sure you have no DUI or drug-related offenses, no history of reckless driving, no fatal accidents, and no criminal record. Alright, so those are the personal requirements. Now let's look at the vehicle requirements. The vehicle must have 4 doors and be able to transport a minimum of 4 passengers. The model must be 15 years old or newer. The title cannot be salvaged, reconstructed, or rebuilt. Rental vehicles, except for those from an approved Uber lender, are not allowed. And your vehicle cannot have any cosmetic damage, missing pieces, commercial branding, or taxi paint jobs. If you don't have an eligible vehicle, there are numerous rideshare leasing and rental programs to choose from. And if you want, you can take a look at our Uber vehicle marketplace, and we'll leave a link to this in the description. Alright, now something that gets asked a lot about the vehicle age is, say you sign up to drive for Uber and your vehicle is not 15 years of age or older, it's approved, and then a couple years after you're driving, your vehicle does reach that limit. It does reach 15 years of age. Will Uber send you warnings to let you know when it's time to replace your vehicle? We have heard from drivers that they do send warnings as much as 6 months in advance of your vehicle being too old. The best way to prepare is just anticipate that date, know that your vehicle is going to be too old, and have some backup plan, a new vehicle, maybe your spouse's vehicle, maybe a friend's vehicle. And you can use someone else's vehicle to drive for Uber as long as it meets the vehicle requirements and you do have your name on the insurance card. Alright, now as far as rideshare insurance, Uber does not require you to have any specific rideshare insurance, but your insurance provider will probably not provide you as a rideshare driver unless you add a rideshare endorsement or find some rideshare specific policy. The thing you're going to want to do is reach out to your current insurance provider, let them know you're thinking of becoming a rideshare driver and that you'd like to add a rideshare endorsement. Also, as far as the cost of adding that rideshare endorsement, you're going to want to look at a few different companies, get a few different quotes. And this is something in general with insurance. You probably want to get a few different quotes every 6 months, maybe every year, just to make sure you're getting the best price. And you can find a list of rideshare insurance options sorted by state on our insurance marketplace, and we'll leave a link to this in the description. Right, now another thing, once your vehicle is approved, you're going to need to get it inspected. Alright, you'll need to have your vehicle inspected by a certified mechanic or at an Uber Greenlight Hub location. If you use Uber Greenlight Hub for your inspection, the cost should be covered. You also can use your own personal mechanic, but they have to be certified. I personally use Midas. I've been using Midas since I became a rideshare driver. I just use Midas because it's nearby where I live. The cost is $40 for an inspection. The Midas that I use does so many of these Uber inspections that they have the actual inspection form that you need to have. But if you go to a mechanic that maybe doesn't do a bunch of these, you're gonna have to print out the form and bring it yourself. Alright, so those are the requirements. Now how do you sign up to drive for Uber? You sign up to drive right on their website, and again, after you sign up, you can get your free vehicle inspection at one of the Uber Greenlight Hub locations or via a third-party mechanic. You're going to wait for your background check to clear. This is usually 3 to 5 days. And after you're approved, you're ready to give your first ride. And again, we'll leave our referral link to sign up to drive for Uber in the description. Alright, now let's go over some frequently asked questions. First, how long before you're approved to drive for Uber? Most applications are processed within 5 to 10 days, but you should proactively follow up with Uber support if it takes any longer. As we stated before, you can use someone else's car to drive with Uber as long as their vehicle meets the vehicle requirements. So you'll have to go through the complete vehicle approval process and also get their vehicle inspected. And the only other requirement is that your name needs to be listed on the insurance card for that vehicle. Can you drive for Uber with someone else in the car? Uber only allows one driver in the car, so if you have a friend, spouse, or child you'd like to have in the car during a ride, you can't do it. If you do want to drive for a service that does allow for friends or family or children to be in your vehicle while you're doing the job, you can try food delivery. You can drive for Uber in any city that is within your state. One quick way to check if Uber is active in a certain city is to download the Uber Passenger app and request a test ride in that city. Can you drive for Uber in more than one state? You can only drive for Uber in the state you're registered in. And in order to drive in another state, you would need an eligible vehicle with in-state plates and a new driver's license and insurance. Lastly, can you drive for Uber if you have a DUI in the past? If your DUI was more than 7 years ago, you should be able to drive. Alright, so there it is, a pretty simple and straightforward process overall. If you do have any additional questions, please leave those below in the comments and we'll try and answer them. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe and drive safe. Thanks.